What is up, everybody? We're officially live. Um, so yeah, we're doing a live. This was kind of quick, so I wasn't really prepared very much, and I'm not going to be on this stream for too long. But we're gonna be. I saw what's going on with this potential winter storm, and I'm like, yeah, we're making a stream. We're starting a briefing, man. Also, don't look at what's on the top of my screen. You can look at this thing right here, but not the thing way up, not the severe weather risk thing, because that's not accurate. But yeah, we are officially live for this weather briefing. I'm just gonna get a few things ready real quick, and then we will be ready. Alrighty. All right, here we go. All right. All right, we are officially ready here on the stream. If anybody does have any questions, feel free to ask. So basically, we've got a big time nor'easter that is on the way for much of us. People that live in the Northeast, I don't live in the Northeast, but for many of the people living in the Northeast, we've got a pretty big winter storm that is going to be on the way here. The National Weather Service is already hinting at this. The NDFD is already hinting at this snowfall potential that we're about to see, showing many areas reaching a foot of snow in Long Island. Already has Boston reaching 11 inches on the National Weather Service, 10 inches in New York City, parts of New Jersey seeing that. So absolutely pretty wild stuff is on the way. And the National Weather Models just increased. Wowzers. So every model that we get is kind of shifting more and more towards this bigger winter storm that we're going to be seeing across parts of the Northeast. This is the blend of models, which tends to be conservative because it blends every model together. The 18Z National Blend of Models had only around 10 inches of snow in New York City and a foot of snow-ish in southern portions of New Jersey, and a foot on Long Island, and then a lot more snow up on Boston regions. Now, 21Z, extreme uptick, and it shifts a lot further towards the east, or towards the west. So the update National Weather Models has nearly 20 inches of snow in parts of New Jersey and 19 inches of snow in New York City, which is absolutely wild. Now, yes, this could potentially change. It could get weaker or it could even get stronger. This is blend of models has 20 inches of snow in Boston, which is absolutely, God, that is insane. So yeah, what this picture shows you is this is gonna be a pretty big winter storm for parts of the Northeast, New Jersey, Connecticut, Boston, New York, and this is gonna hit around Sunday through Monday. So Sunday afternoon into Monday in the afternoon to overnight Monday. It's gonna be a pretty long lasting nor'easter type of thing, and this wasn't even. I mean, this signal has been here, so I've noticed this winter storm a few days back, probably about 5 days ago. I knew the sign and the signal, but then it started to get weaker. It started to drift off, and then it's back. It's back, big time. And this thing's not that far away. It's only 2 days away, so 2 or 3 days away. So this is becoming a real thing now. That this is going to be a huge winter storm potentially, and this is not that far out, and there's not as much uncertainty. I mean, it's definitely a lot of mild discrepancies, but pretty big thing that we are going to be seeing here. Hello, you are the first here. Yep. Hello. Alrighty. So we're going to take a look at some of the models here. The first one we're going to look at is some of these high resolutions. This is the NAM 3 kilometer that we're looking at here, which already is hinting at this real winter storm. I mean, it's showing a lot of snow starting to develop into parts of Washington, D.C. Sunday in the afternoon hours on the NAM 3 kilometer. What I am noticing is the NAM 3 kilometer has a pretty small winter storm. A pretty small nor'easter, but it could definitely be stronger than this. Because look at the NAM 12 kilometer. The NAM 12 kilometer shows a nuts, and I mean an extreme winter storm. I mean, it's snowing in New York City for over 24 hours on this run, which is crazy. It starts snowing at 12 p.m. on Sunday and tapers off by 6 p.m. on Monday. So that's over 24 hours of snow. That is absolutely wild that model is showing that. And look how strong this is, too. This is a very, very strong nor'easter with very, very, very heavy snow in the southern parts of this in portions of New Jersey and Long Island. And due to this being such a strong winter storm, we're also going to see very, very strong winds, maybe even blizzard conditions, especially on Long Island or the coast of Connecticut or Rhode Island or Massachusetts, especially in these regions, could definitely see some extreme blizzard conditions from the system right once you get closer to the coast there. Because this is going to be a very strong system. It's a nor'easter, it's off the coast, so the pressure is going to be very high on this thing. Look at that, 971 millibar pressure. That's basically a hurricane right there. Pressure-wise, obviously it's not a hurricane. It's snow and it's wintertime. But that's just what it shows. It's going to bring some hefty winds with it. If you do look at the wind gusts on this is the NAM 12 km. Take this with a grain of salt. The NAM 12 km is not the best model. But look at this. A lot of extreme winds. We got winds gusting to 70 miles an hour in parts of the coast of Long Island and areas like Martha's Vineyard, seeing a ton of wind. Look, Long Island, we're seeing winds gusting to 60 miles an hour. We're seeing winds gusting to 55 miles an hour in New York City and portions of New Jersey. It's showing 60 miles an hour gusts in Boston. So I'm just saying that this is a real potential scenario here where we're seeing a blizzard with this system, potentially. And I know it seems like I'm kind of I'm hyping this up a little too much, but hey, this is a real signal, a real signal of a winter storm. I know when you see those maps, 20 inches of snow, it's like, that really doesn't sound real. But this is only we're only a few days away from this thing. This isn't, it's 5 days out. Yeah, we're still going to see differences. A lot of the models still have discrepancies. But we're getting closer to this, and this is so close that you should prepare now. I'm not saying you're going to get 20 inches of snow, but with the ceiling that the system is, it is definitely possible. It is definitely possible that somewhere sees 20 inches of snow with this system. So that's why you should be prepared. Rather than scared, be prepared, because a system like this could leave you stuck in your house for a long time. So that's why you should have a plan and be prepared no matter what. Make sure you got all your food, everything ready, because this is going to be a pretty big winter storm and the roads will be probably nuts from this system too. And make sure you're also staying off the roads on Sunday and Monday. And to show that this is a real signal and this isn't just me saying that there's going to be a winter storm and it's really not going to happen or something. Oops, didn't mean to switch to that one. All right, there we go. If we do check we're going on weather-wise real quick, we've got winter storm watches out. So the National Weather Service is already hinting at this. We've got winter storm watches out. New York City is all on winter storm watches. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Connecticut is all in Long Island areas is all under winter storm watches from this system. This whole area in that blue is under winter storm watches, meaning they're going to get a winter storm. I think this is going to be a high ceiling winter storm. Whether you get 8 inches of snow or you get 20 inches of snow, it doesn't matter. Yeah, 20 inches of snow is going to be way more impactful, but it's all impactful no matter what. And it's going to be hazardous, and it's going to be combined with some very strong wind gusts, leading to potentially blizzard conditions. So you should be ready for this. And I do think there could be a lot of snow with this system if it doesn't start to weaken. Because it really depends on how strong that nor'easter is, how deep the pressure of this system is. It really all just depends on that. If it's weaker, there will be less snow. If it's stronger, then there'll be more. But the ceiling is so high, and it's a nor'easter, guys. So there's potential some areas could see 20 inches of snow. I would not be surprised if we get a 20-inch snowfall report at the end of this winter storm. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to change, like I said, but Just saying, I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised from this winter storm. I mean, New York City is going to bring some big time impacts. Jersey coast, all of Jersey basically, Philadelphia, even areas in Delaware could see some big impacts. Boston in the future, Connecticut, all those areas could see some extreme impacts from this winter storm that we're going to be seeing. All right. So, 1 second, everybody. So yeah, blend of models. I think this is going to be the model I'm going with right now. This is the blend of models, very conservative model, but this is the model I'm going with. The GFS is going absolutely nuts. If you guys haven't seen the GFS, it's not my favorite model. My favorite model is the Euro, but the GFS is doing a lot better job than the Euro with this one. So the GFS has 20 inches of snow in New York City, guys. 20 inches. 20 inches of snow, over 20 inches in Boston. This whole area, it has reaching a foot of snow. Anywhere in this peak, all a foot of snow. Crazy model run, guys. And this isn't out of the table. This is if this system really deepens that pressure and becomes that high end of a storm. I would take this a little bit with a grain of salt, but man, oh man. This would be if 972 millibar pressure. That would be dumping extremely heavy snowfall rates. We'd be seeing 3 to 4 inch snowfall rates in parts of areas like New York City and Boston, maybe even 2. Pretty crazy. And the winds would be absolutely nuts with this thing too. If you look at the GFS ensemble real quick, it's got a 977 millibar pressure. And the GFS ensemble combines every model together. So that's pretty wild right there. If we look at the GFS ensemble, this is a ensemble. Never do you see the ensemble showing an extreme amount of snow. 20 inches in southern Jersey. Atlantic City, 20 inches. 15 inches of snow in New York City. 15 inches in Boston. 15 inches in Philadelphia. This is a nuts snow signal, and I somewhat believe it. A foot of snow in Washington, D.C. I somewhat believe it, because this is the ensemble, which is what you typically stick to more with winter storms. The Canadian ensemble is a little bit less on this, but this is 12Z. It's increased a lot on the recent models. It's shifted a lot further towards the west, but every model is showing that this whole area is going to see almost 10 inches of snow, and I believe it. New York City, this is a blend of models, combines every model together. This is what I'm going to go with. Most people aren't doing overall forecasts yet, but this is only a few days away, and I'm going to stick to it. It's going to change, so take this with somewhat of a grain of salt. I think I'll probably make a video tomorrow. I'll make a video tomorrow so you guys will be able to look at that and really get your information on what you think is going to happen. But New York City, this thing has a ton of snow. We're going to zoom into New York City real quick. New York City, this thing is having 18 inches of snow. 18 inches on the blend of models. Look at southern Jersey seeing 20 inches of snow. Absolutely wild. Long Island, 17 inches. I would definitely see the coastal areas being the bullseye of the snow, just due to the fact that that's where it's closest to that, to the pressure, to low pressure, and it's closest to that heaviest snowfall rates being enhanced from the coast, from the ocean. So that's where I definitely would think we would see the most snow, would be definitely further confined into here. I think this is a perfect forecast for snowfall right here. Philadelphia, I think, is 15 inches of snow. Absolutely crazy. Let's go to Washington, D.C. real quick. A little less for Washington, D.C., but it is showing 10 inches, 9.4. I would definitely see that it's less in Washington, D.C., just due to the fact that it's when the northeaster is first getting onto the ocean, is first kind of developing, so it will be a little weaker by then. 10 inches of snow in Baltimore is more of the forecast there. Now, Boston seems to always be the bullseye of these winter storms. The blend of miles has 22 inches of snow in Boston. My goodness. Look at this area near Springfield, Massachusetts. Don't know what's going on there. Seems like that always happens. Springfield, Massachusetts. The models just always show nothing for you guys. Man, 7 inches of snow in the Blenheim Isles, while everywhere else surrounding it is like way more. That's so funny. But yeah, huge. It seems like they've got a lot more certainties of a lot of snow here. Parts of Rhode Island and Boston area seeing 20 inches of snow. I'd say more towards the 18 inches, but I'm definitely thinking they're going to get over a foot of snow here in Boston. I do think it's definitely possible. I do think some of these areas are going to get less than what it's saying, and some will get more than what it's saying. But it's going to be a big time winter storm that's on the way for many of these areas. Providence, Hartford, Springfield. Even into Maine and New Hampshire, it's showing a lot of snow. Southern New Hampshire and southern Maine seeing a lot of snow for this system. So, this is going to be a big time winter storm for the South Northeast, and you guys need to be prepared now. If you're anywhere in the purple or pink areas, get ready now. This is going to be a big winter storm that's on the way, and yeah, huge winter storm that's coming. I'm actually going to use the 24 hours because it's blending two different winter storm systems together. But yeah, this is the one I'm kind of going to show. So if you're anywhere in this area, get ready. It's going to be a little more spread than this, but if you're anywhere in this area, get ready. Huge winter storm is likely going to be on the way. Anywhere in the purple or pink areas, get prepared because it's looking like we're going to see a big time, and I mean a big time winter storm for many of these regions. So don't be scared, be prepared. Yeah, potentially even blizzard conditions from this system. I will have a video tomorrow with more details because there's still a lot of model discrepancies, so people aren't 100% certain on everything. Once every model is kind of confined together, I bet it will be like that by the time we get to tomorrow, and that's the day before the system. So I will have a video out tomorrow really explaining this. But anywhere in the purple peak area, start getting ready now. Start getting prepared. Get all the food you need. Get all the bread and milk. Get ready. Big time winter storm could be coming. School could be canceled. I bet everyone's gonna be happy about that. Well, if you're a kid, you'll be happy about it, but probably not anyone else. Yeah. Big time winter storm is on the way for many of these areas. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask. Back in the grind to be a mod. Yeah, I'll just moderate you right now. All right. All right, so last thing, we're probably gonna end this stream in a second because there's not too much to talk about with winter storm besides it's gonna be a pretty impactful winter storm. I do think many areas along the coast of New York City, get ready. This could be a blizzard. Long Island, coastal areas in Massachusetts and Rhode Island regions, coastal areas in Connecticut could see some extreme wind gusts. Potentially blizzard conditions, definitely gonna happen somewhere. It's gonna be a blizzard. And extremely heavy snow anywhere in these peak areas are going to get a foot of snow. I think this is going to be a very, very high impactful winter storm for many of these areas. Stay off the roads as much as you can Sunday, Monday, and get prepared now. So because you'll be home for a long time, for a few days to at least. We'll keep you out of that. We'll keep you in your house. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning into this live briefing. We're only 20 minutes long because I just wanted to really hint at what was going to be going on. I've got to go soon, but I will have a video up tomorrow. Really going in depth on this winter storm. Thank you guys for watching this live briefing. I may even start a live briefing again tomorrow to really go in depth, because it's a little bit harder in videos to go in depth on a winter storm like that. So I'll really make a quick. My video will be more really just telling you what you need to know instead of going as more in depth, and then a briefing is really where I'm going in depth. But thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. But yeah, big time winter storm.